So my friend John asked me if I could help paint his Saxon and his Viking armies. And I said, sure, why not? It could help him out. He's a very busy guy, works hard, doesn't have much time to paint. But I thought, oh, it's an interesting project. I just finished one. But I'll give it a whirl. So let's take a look at what John sent me. So John sent me two armies, one Viking and one Saxon. This is the Viking army. It's from Khurasan. Just ordered a bunch of them. I'm a little disappointed that they didn't mark the bags. It's kind of hard to figure out what you have. I mean, it's not too difficult, but I'll figure it out. So this is the Viking side, and this is the Saxon side. The Vikings are not too bad. There's a lot of flash on them, but I'll take a look at them when I pull them out of the bags. I appreciate that the shields are molded onto the figure, so that helps. But as far as the Saxons are concerned, they're not. So this is a pretty good sized Saxon army, and here's the shields. So I gotta figure out how to get these on here and paint. I think I might paint the shields off of the stand to see if I make it a little bit easier and speed things up. But anyway, this is going to turn into a Viking and Saxon army, I hope. Let's see what happens next. So here we are on day 2 of painting John's Saxon and Viking armies. Starting with the Saxons first. I don't know. I rolled a dice. 1, 2, 3 Saxons, and that's what I rolled. But let's take a look at how the progress is going day 2. So day 2, everything is now black spray painted. I just started off with a small batch first of different kinds to get my color palette ready and the shields. So right now I'm dry brushing and getting it ready. I've already picked my color palette, and yeah, should be good. So hopefully I'll have these done sometime today or tomorrow. Okay, here we are. Oops, day 3. So on day 3, after gluing them to sticks, reorganizing them, painting them, now I've dipped them. So here's 85 Saxons done in really basically 1.5 days. So I'm pushing hard to see how quickly I can get these done for John with a high level of painting quality. So anyway, day 3, and let's see what happens when this dries. Then I can go back in and do some of the detailing. So I generally use a soft tone versus a dark tone. It's a quick shade. It kind of helps to get in the recesses and tighten up the painting, and then I go back over them and do the highlights with the same colors and tidy up the skin and the armor, and then do some some smaller heraldic work, things like that, belts, straps. But I try to do about 80 to 100 at a shot. Hey, here's Kevin again. So update on my friend John's Saxon Army that I'm attempting to paint. Just going to give you a little bit of progress here on how's it going. So I think we're on day 6 days now. So let's see how far we got here. All right, on day 6, we have made a lot of progress, as you can see. So I've got most of the Saxons done, most of the select freed, and most of the unarmored select freed and general freed and huscarls. So you can see there's pretty good progress. So kind of coming back, this is the second to last batch. And I'm trying this slab chop technique, to be honest with you. So I do a black undercoat, hit it with gray, and then hitting it with a lighter coat of white on top. And using some contrast paints, not a lot. They don't go on totally on 15s as well as they do on the 25s. On the 25s they're amazing, but on 15s I'm still experimenting. And of course I still have all of the shields left to do. I've got them in kind of a rough stage. And to give myself a break, I painted up some German medieval armored soldiers. I know, a break, right? But it's coming along. So that's the next stage. So this is the unarmored version, and yeah, I'm on day 6, day 7. No, it's the 7th day to be honest. It's 1 week today, and I will have probably by tomorrow almost finished an entire Saxon army. I'm insane. John was missing a lot of figures for a Saxon army and some for the Vikings, so I went out and bought almost 380, close to 400 extra figures from Forged in Battle. I've got a real serious issue. Somebody help me. Hey, this is Kevin again. This is actually day 7, 8. Yeah, maybe 8, working on the Saxon project. So finally got the last batch of, well, let me turn it this way. Last batch of the Khurasan figures finished. I'm just working on the shields. These are, of course, all the shields that came with the Khurasan minis. And I'm just doing the basic raw dark color, and then I'll build on top of that with various shield patterns, but usually starting with a dark color and doing the outlines and drawings and things. So I found working with pens much easier to actually draw out what it is that you want to have on the shield, and then going in and painting it, but at least getting an outline. I don't like transfers. I like to try to do everything that I can myself. But as far as the figures are concerned, they painted up very, very well. I did basic, I guess they call this now the slap chop, right? So black base coat. Then I did a gray dry brush, and then a little bit of a white, and I used some contrast paints, but not on all of it. I'm still trying to learn how to use them, to be honest. And so they're at an 80% range now, is what my guess is. So I already did a wash, and then I'll do some more highlighting and then tidying up little things, make sure things are good. But so here are the Saxons done right now from Khurasan. They're all finished. So it took me about a week to get most of these done. But they're not finished yet. We got to do the shields and some of the little teeny highlights to make the figures kind of pop. But I did get a whole bunch of figures in from Forged in Battle. Sorry about that, it's focusing on the paint. And these figures are just absolutely stunning. I got their huscarls and 1 pack of each of the Saxons to kind of mix into. my project so that John has a variation. I bought Arthurian cavalry to kind of give it a different flair. I bought monks. I mean, really cool stuff. So I'll show those to you when I get to it. They're already been cleaned up, prepped, and mounted on sticks, and I'll get to those tomorrow. I know that the whole project looks extremely chaotic, but when I'm doing a project this side, it really does get messy. I'm not tidy when I'm doing a project, and then I clean up afterwards. But anyway, just wanted to kind of give you an update on how this is going, and I'll put this up later. Yes, I know I have a problem. And John's going to have a very big army. Here's all the forged in battle, ready for painting. Here's the progress. I think I'm losing my mind. Oh yeah, well, I decided to do about 6 units of Huscarls, the cavalry, try to push as fast as I can here. And yeah, they're turning out pretty nice. It's getting close to the end of the project. And oh, they keep popping off my popsicle stands. How frustrating is that? All right, I did it. It's finished now. It took 3.2 weeks to get this project finished. So it was the fastest I've ever done an army. Close to about 680 figures for the Saxon army. Somewhere close to that, with leaders, monks, huscarls, everything you could possibly imagine, and even threw in a flag sheet that I had left over from Little Bigmen, there we go. Anyway, that's a whole Saxon army. Boy, I'm looking forward to the Viking one now. That's also probably more like 500 figures. I'm going to see if I can get those done even faster. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed Kevin's total insanity. Thanks for watching. Bye.